out the car.
Get out the car.
Get out the car.
Get out the car. Damn, I'm not playing with you. I swear to God, I'm not playing.
There's been an explosion of carjackings in our country in the last few months. Washington, D.C. alone, there were 280 in the last 3 months, beginning of the year. There were 80 all of last year. So if you think it can't happen to you, think again.
You live in the complex, which is just south of DFW Airport. Tell me she's a nurse and had just visited a client. A man in a blue shirt suddenly starts running up behind her. And after a brief struggle, you see the gun. There's a moment when the man points the gun in the direction of the camera, and Chip says that's because he had started screaming.
Yeah, that thing, I was just yelling, like to stop.
And then I heard him yell, "He's got a gun. Oh my God, he's got a gun."
About 22 seconds after first approaching the victim, the man is sitting in the front seat of her car, about to speed away.
All right, so we're going to learn a couple of good, valuable lessons here. The guy in the white shirt's about to get carjacked. And off the bat, I'm going to say profiling works. Here we got a couple of young guys standing around outside the store in hoodies. That should start to raise your situational awareness right there. The car, it belongs to the guy in the white shirt. Almost immediately, we'll see that a guy draws a gun on him. Now, clearly, this is escalated. Now, to his credit, I mean, he's a brave guy. I'll give him credit. He's a brave guy. He ignores it. Except that the guy with the pistol is really not going to accept that. And people, sociopathic attackers, they don't care about self-defense. They don't care about learning techniques. What he understands is that hitting somebody in the back of the neck with something hard works really well. And you'll see that's exactly what he does. And he puts that guy out. So here you got a bunch of young men hanging around. We'll see he doesn't react. Eventually they're going to take the car and rob the guy at the same time. So pay attention to what's going on around you. Don't ignore people when you sense that they're a threat. And certainly don't turn your back on them when you know they're a threat. All right, so clearly situational awareness is the critical skill set you need to prevent yourself from becoming a victim in a carjacking. This often happens in gas stations where the customer is by the pump and the carjacker is come up and will then take the car. Something as simple as a 2 feet in and 2 feet out principle, which is a topic of a separate blog, but it's essentially you put 2 feet facing out when you get out of the car, 2 feet facing out when you get into the car, and that obviates you from having your back turned as you're getting in and out of the car. Situational awareness. It'll take care of 95% of the issues. And the other 5%, that's up to you.